Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, readers of all persuasions. Happy Sunday. Hope everyone is doing well. It has been beautiful weekends for like the last 3 weekends, and I am super loving it. Last weekend I didn't do a post because I was in vacation mode. I had a 3-day weekend and I was just like, I'm going to chill. So I have bought some books since then, but as the title reads, this is Books and Caffeine. Today I have some coffee, and my coffee is compliments of Trader Joe's Autumn Maple Coffee. This is seasonal. I love it. And I also use the seasonal brown maple sugar creamer, and it's super good. Even though you see my pumpkin, because I am that girl, my cup actually says Harvest Blessings. I absolutely love it. So we're gonna do a little Books and Caffeine today. Take a sip. That's literally my first sip, and it's like 11:30, and I'm like, I needed that. So I may take a couple of sips during this haul, but anywho, you guys are here for books, and so that's what we're gonna talk about. So my last post, right after I uploaded the video, I went to Barnes & Noble, and I've been wanting to read these 2 books that I purchased. It was buy one, get one 50% off. So I got, it's a duology. I think it's a duology. I don't think a third one is coming out. And it's The Assistant to the Villain by Hannah Nicole Mailer. I probably butchered her name, but and then I purchased Apprentice to the Villain, the second part. No, so this is Assistant to the Villain, and this is Apprentice to the Villain. And so I was able to buy both. I got one half off, and I thought that was super cool. So that'll go on my reads. And this one, the second one, has the pretty purple edges, and my favorite color is purple, so that works for me. I'm gonna get into those soon, but I almost walked out of Barnes & Nobles without buying anything that day, and then I turned around and I saw this, and I was like, well, I tried, Jesus. I tried. It didn't quite work. So those were the 2 books that I bought like 2 weeks ago, and since then I finished part of a series by Lori Gilmore. I started with this one, The Pumpkin Spice Cafe, and then the next one was the Cinnamon Bun Book Store, and then on Tuesday, October 22nd, the Christmas Tree Shop. I hope that's the title of it, but that's coming out on Tuesday. So I was so happy that I was able to finish both of these books this week, so I can be prepared for that one. Now the 4th one in the series doesn't come out until March, and it's the Strawberry Shortcake Shop, I believe. And so that's more springy, so I'll be well prepared for that. But I can't wait to get into the Christmas shop one, to get into the mood. And let me tell you, these covers are so cute and so innocent looking, but these books are spicy. If you like a little pepper in your reading, let me tell you, you're gonna get some pepper. This ain't all pumpkin spice and everything nice, and these ain't got nothing to do with some cinnamon. Got something to do with some cinnamon buns, let me tell you that. But these were some good reads. They were small town feels. Everyone's been saying it gives you that Gilmore Girls feel, and it really does. But the Gilmore Girl town, what was the Dreamer town? They got some spice up in here. What is the Dream Harbor is the name of the town. And they be in there acting a donkey, but it was really good reads. And then last weekend I went to the Dollar Tree, and I was watching, or I started watching Donna Reads here on YouTube. And I remember one of the first videos I watched by her were books she got from the dollar store. And I was like, oh my God, excuse me. And I was like, oh my God, those are really good books. So I've been to the dollar store a couple of times. So the last time I went to the dollar store, oh, I'm sorry. Let me take a little sip of some libation. And so I got 2 books, and one is called The Bad Muslim Discount by Shayeed Mashoud. And This looks really good. And let me just read a little part of the jacket. It says, following two families from Pakistan and Iraq in the 1990s to San Francisco in 2016. The Bad Muslim Discount is an inclusive comic novel about Muslim immigrants finding their way in modern America. And I thought that was super interesting and super ironic based on what is going down in our current history. So I wanted to actually read that. And this is by a Pakistani author, first generation immigrant. And so I wanted to actually give this a read. And then the next one I got was called On the Rooftop. And this, I picked this up, I'm going to be real honest with you. I picked this up because it was a Black author. Her name is Marguerite Wilkinson Saxton. And like, these books were in the Dollar Tree. And it says, a novel of music, love, and the colliding dreams of mothers and daughters in gentrifying 1950s San Francisco. So I thought that was super cool. And like I said, it's a hot cover, but it's also a Black artist. And then last but not least, yesterday, Saturday, I went back to Philly. Philly is starting to become a little favorite city of mine. So I went a couple of weeks ago. That was what my last video was about. I went a couple of weeks ago, spent a couple of days in Philly, went some Black bookstores, some Black restaurants. And so this week, I went back for the Philly Coffee Festival. My friend Natasha and I usually do it, whether it's in New York or Philly. We're the coffee girls, so we go. But Natasha got the wrong time. Well, not the wrong time. She got the time that she got, but we didn't coordinate. So I had the morning session. She had the afternoon session. But our mutual friend, like her brother from another mother, was also going. And so he had the morning time as well. And so we met up. And we were able to go and hang out, drink some coffee. But then we got lunch after. And during lunch, we were talking about authors, reading, all the things. And he mentioned Colin Chandler, Waiting in Vain. And he's a famous, popular Jamaican author. And he has a few books out there. But Waiting in Vain was something that James reads. He says like once a year. He was like, you should really get into it. So I think me and James had our food, said our goodbyes. There was a bookstore called Book Corner, and they're affiliated with Free People Library, and it's a used bookshop, and they sell books for, you know, next to nothing. So I was able to find the book we had just been talking about like an hour prior. I'm looking through the section. I'm like, that's not what I think it is. So I was able to pick that up. I also was able to pick up Rhythms by Donna Hill. And I don't know if it's Shelby in the book club or Lex Reads, but it probably was both of them because they're really versed in their African American reading, and they were talking about this recently. I think it was Lex Reads, and Donna Hill is an author from like the 90s, and I was like, I'm gonna pick that up. And then another book from that era as well by Parry Brown, Sitting in the Front Pew. And so I picked that up, and so I got all three books for $10 and change. It wasn't $11. I gave him like a $10 bill. No, I gave him a $20 bill, and I gave him a $1 bill. So I got these three books from the Book Corner for less than $11. So every time I go back to Philly, I have to visit them. And there was so many other books that I wanted to pick up. I'm trying not to act a donkey because my book collection is growing. I can't read as fast. I work a regular 9 to 5, and then I also do some I hustle a little bit in the evenings, so I do some therapy sessions. So this season has been hard because I'm working all the time and trying to be the best therapist for my students and my adult clients. So I had to cut back on buying what I really wanted to buy yesterday, but I got these three books and I was so happy I did. So that's going to add to the collection. So since the last time you saw me, I bought 3, 5, 7 books. And I'm about to leave and go out a little bit. Now, the only book that I plan on buying this week is the Christmas tree book from Lori Gilmore. But other than that, I think I'm gonna chill and just read what I have. There were some books that I wanted to read by the end of the year. There were some books that I hadn't finished that I started at the top of the year or middle part of the year. And then there's like the cozy fall books, and then my new books. So I need to really sit down and get some books popping. But I usually do 2 books a week, sometimes 3. I do a physical book, an audio book, and sometimes a book on Kindle. But I always do like one other book besides my audio book, because my audio book is the back and forth to work. And that usually gets me through the week. And the book that I just finished, which will be in my October reads, I was able to finish it going and coming back from Philly. And I had started it Monday. So yes, books is what we do. I'm happy to be on the channel. I'm happy to be back. I'm happy to think about some new content. And yes, so until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.